Hey, Mark.
Hey, Steven.
Whoops. Welcome back to Beers, Books, and Bourbon, and this is our Oopsisode where in 15 minutes or less,
Maybe.
we go back and talk about something that we forgot on a full episode, and we are back tonight with our very special guest, Landon Borders, Director of the Estate Whiskey Alliance out of the University of Kentucky. Welcome back, Landon. Thanks for being with us once again.
You know, and speaking of beards, check out Landon's goatee. Look at the clean lines on that. That is perfect. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, really. I mean, just so good. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys. This was kind of a COVID thing that kind of stuck with me, and it has nothing to do with like gaining 10 or 20 pounds from where I normally am, but I can't grow this like nice luscious beard like you guys. I'm just trying to do what I can here.
I don't know. Maybe we'll put you on our logo. Maybe you fit like right there, in between, right there is where Landon's going to be, right in the middle of it.
Right that spot.
Right there. If you haven't listened to the full episode with Landon, you need to head over to Beards, Books, and Bourbon to listen to the full episode. He dives deep into everything Estate Whiskey Alliance, their advocacy work, their partnership work, their research work, which was a phenomenal part to that story what you shared with us. And we're going to dive a little bit further on this episode into some of the members of the Estate Whiskey Alliance and a couple things that they're doing that's pretty cool out there.
Right.
Our featured bourbon this evening is one that we have had on the show before and is incredibly important to both Landon and I because it was a partnership with Bespoken Spirits out of Kentucky, and they did some excellent work with us to develop a fundraising bottle for the Joubert Syndrome Foundation. They blended it, they bottled it, they created a labeling process and a labeling design for the foundation for children and adults and families who are affected by Joubert syndrome, which is a rare condition that both my daughter and Landon's daughter have. And we are coming up on the second year that we're going to be working with Bespoken Spirits. So in September, October, look out for another bottle, a second iteration of the rare batch bourbon, which Mark is going to introduce here quickly.
And Stephen and I have a certain amount of personal pride in this because we picked it. We picked the blend.
We did taste it. It was great.
We got to taste 4 different blends, and we picked the one that was going into the bottle.
That's right. That's the extent. Does that make us honorary members? Does that make us honorary members?
I don't know. Maybe the foundation. I'm not sure about the EWA.
That's 2/3 something. I got 2/3 of something.
Right.
Yeah, we got a little different criteria.
Tonight's bourbon is presented by the Joubert Syndrome Foundation Rare Batch. Straight bourbon whiskey finished with oak staves, 116% proof, or not percent, 116 proof, 58% alcohol by volume. And in order to read the back label, because the writing is so small and I am over 50, I had to take a picture of it and blow it up. So here we go. Faith, hope, love, rare. And there we go. These are the pillars of the Joubert syndrome community. Brought together by a rare diagnosis, we've built something even stronger, each other. This limited spirit, created in partnership with the Joubert Syndrome Foundation and Bespoken Spirits, honors the beauty and resilience of all things rare. 25% of the proceeds support our families and fund vital research. Thank you for being part of our rare family. Produced by Bespoken Spirits in Lexington, Kentucky. And I tell you what, first of all, it's a fantastic bourbon. It is so good. And this is the one thing that you can buy that you can feel amazing about, because you are helping families and kids who are facing something that is rare, that is both challenging and special at the same time. You know, obviously I've known Steven's daughter for 10 years?
Yep. 10 years
11 years, something like that at this point. Izzy is an amazing young woman. And I'm proud to say that I've been a part of this, even though I'm not a member of the foundation, and that I've been able to help. And I own my own bottle. I bought one. And when the new iteration comes around, I'm probably going to buy 2.
Yep. So there we have it.
That's smart.
Landon,
that's a good idea.
Landon, thanks for being with us. So we're going to talk a little bit about what are some things that your members of the Alliance are are doing right now. And if you want to kind of go through a short list here of some of the founding members or the current members and give us a sense of what's out there that's kind of fun and innovative and exciting.
And then after that, let's also make sure that we talk about the spirit that you've got on your end. Okay.
Yep.
You want your Emmy, your
Oh
glass?
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, I'm happy to chat, and I think some of the things that we wanted to cover, previously that we didn't is kind of a deeper dive into some of the amazing work that's going on with our distillery partners that have certified products. And of course, we'll save one for last, my toast, but I'd really like to start here in the United States, up in Ankrum, New York. And there's an amazing distillery there called Hill Rock, and it's Jeff Baker is the owner and operator, and with his family and his lovely wife. But it is an amazing location there in upstate New York. They have 3 certified products with us. They have a double cask bourbon whiskey, a single malt whiskey, and a double cask rye whiskey. And these are coming from grains there surrounding the estate, these rolling hills. And I'll tell you, when we went up there to certify, I was just taken back by the distillery, their home, the actual estate there, and the views, because it is breathtaking. And I'll tell you a quick story. When we were driving back to the hotel after we did the site visit, he said, "Well, look out for deer." And let me tell you, he was not joking. I bet, and I'm not even exaggerating, we saw 500 deer, like,
Oh my God.
everywhere, just in the road, in the fields, like it was a herd. Just it was about a 10-mile drive because they're in a pretty remote location. But needless to say, we made it back safely and just really thoroughly enjoyed the visit up there. I would encourage anybody that's up there. It's about a 2-hour drive north of New York City. Go check out Hill Rock Estate Distillery. And also just shout out to Jeff for being one of our founding members and really helping shape the Estate Whiskey Alliance to what it is today.
That's amazing. We're gonna have to pick up some of that bourbon there.
Yeah. Do you know if they distribute
Yeah,
nationwide
he's I don't know if he's nationwide yet. I know he's in New York and a few other states. But the safe bet is just to go see them. It's worth the drive, let me tell you. And they're just very welcoming. They're top-notch hospitality. They have a bed and breakfast there. The experience is just like no other. So go check them out. But I would also be remiss if I didn't talk about some of my favorite people and favorite Canadians up in Saskatoon, and that's Black Fox Farm and Distillery.
We saw that on the
operators
website.
there are Barb Stefanish Cote and her husband John Cote are just amazing people. They're visionaries. They're both scientists. And they're doing, they've got an amazing product that's certified. It's their single grain triticale whiskey. Have you guys ever heard of triticale?
I don't think so.
I have not. I
No.
saw that on the website that they're 100% triticale, and I have no idea what kind of grain that is.
Yeah. What?
Yeah. So it is a hybrid grain that they grow up there, and they are also, originally farmers. And when you talk to them, they talk about how they did something crazy and sold the family farm and then bought a different location there right outside of Saskatoon, where they grow the triticale that's used in their whiskey. It is a Canadian whiskey, and it's got a very unique flavor. If you've never tried it, it is delicious. They also have a beautiful farm. They have they grow fruits and vegetables, and they grow flowers. They have an operation there where you can come pick your own flowers, which is really cool. But one of the unique things about Black Fox Farm and Distillery is that they age their barrels outdoors. They're one of the only distilleries in the world that does that. And the climate in Saskatoon can go from negative 40°C to 40°C. So it's a huge swing in temperature, which really brings out a lot of the flavor in the product.
Wow.
So, love those guys. John actually leads our research and education committee at the Estate Whiskey Alliance. So we, really appreciate his leadership there and his background. But that's just an amazing family.
I love that.
And I
love
think
that.
Yeah, and they're right across, it's a pretty remote place, so you got to really work to get there, but it's a really cool town, and just it's worth, if you're ever, we've talked about doing like an estate whiskey kind of tour guide or whatever, and I would say that they would definitely be worth the stop if you're ever up there.
Now I have to
Um,
renew my passport.
and
I
last
know, right?
but there you go. You better get on that. But the last one here before I reveal my particular whiskey that I'm drinking right now is one that we touched on briefly, but I want to double click on, and that's Whiskey Acres down to Cab, which is, a short drive from Chicago, about an hour, just over that. But these guys are just amazing people. Jamie Walter is the owner, CEO of Whiskey Acres, and they have really gone on in with us. They are very involved in all the work that we do. They've done a lot of work to really shape the program, the certification program, the marketing efforts that we've done. And these guys have a lot of products. They have counting 9 certified products. And I won't name them all, but it's ranging from Rise, Bottled and Bond. They've got straight bourbon whiskeys, cask finished products. But I think their most recent launch was an Artisan series. It's and I hope I get this right, it's an Oaxacan bourbon. So
Hmm.
that just hit the shelves, just launched that as one of our most recent certified products available on the market. But I mean, these guys are farm first. They are every one of their products. They're are 100% estate grown grain. So it's a really cool operation. I think they just did like a special Memorial Day release, and yeah, highly recommend, especially for folks in the Midwest and in Chicagoland. You got to get down there to see Jamie and the team down there. They're just great people to
Yeah,
work with.
we've met Jamie a couple of times. He
Yep.
he comes out to the local bourbon fest that we have here in Grays Lake, and Whiskey Acres is only about 45 minutes from us. It's just a matter of trying to schedule it out so that we can actually go and spend some time with him and talk about stuff. I think that I have one of the last bottles of their Bloody Butcher, because I know that at the last
Yeah,
Bourbon Fest he had said that they weren't going to grow it anymore because it's just too much trouble.
Yep.
So I was at a
yeah.
store and I happened to go down the aisle, and stuffed in the back there's this big hole, and I looked into the hole to see if there was anything in there, and there was a single bottle of Bloody Butcher, and so I grabbed that up before it disappeared.
Good
Well,
stuff.
that's great, and I'm glad you mentioned it because yeah, that's just an example of the type of experimentation that our members are involved in, and that they do. And Bloody Butcher is a prominent grain used in a lot of Jephthah Creed products. So Jephthah Creed is one of our State Whiskey Alliance members, and they grow and use Bloody Butcher. And if I'm not mistaken, it's in almost all their products. They even have a Bloody Butcher vodka, if I'm not mistaken,
Oh, really?
which is
Wow.
really interesting. So, but yeah, nice plug there for Jeff the Creed as well to go see those
Yeah.
guys. Their facilities are amazing. They're about just outside of Louisville, and just a beautiful farm. And they have a massive facility. They do a lot of entertaining there. They have concerts out there, food, you name it. So it's really cool. There's like a few hotels there in that area. So if you're ever in Louisville, you got to make the drive out to Jeff the Creed.
Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like some pretty exciting stuff happening with the Alliance members there, which is pretty cool. What are we tasting tonight,
Yeah.
Benj? We're tasting the rare batch.
Well,
Right.
so yeah, and I'm sad to say my bottle of rare batch is on empty.
Is empty.
So Stephen, we've got to get on. We've got to get on the
We
second
we
edition
we
ASAP.
do, and
Uh,
I'm hoping they'll respond soon. I know they're busy, but and I'm sure they will, and
yeah,
we'll be in good stead with them, and they'll be able to turn that around, which will be great. It was successful. I
yeah,
believe we sold over 120 or 130 bottles for that, and that was all
yeah,
fundraising, and great. 25% of that came back to the foundation, which is fabulous,
Yep.
just fabulous. Yeah,
yeah.
yep.
100%.
Um,
So in lieu of that, for me, I know you guys have the rare batch there. My stand-in tonight is the 2026 edition of Star Hill Farm whiskey. So
Oh
this
yes.
is an estate whiskey certified
Nice.
Wheat whiskey. This is not a bourbon. This is the first non-bourbon product ever created by Maker's Mark. So right there in Loretto, this is coming from the various wheat grains that they have grown down there, which is just amazing. I think they have two different types of wheat in here. They have like a soft red and a hard white, I believe. This is an amazing product. You happen to get your hands on it. It's on allocation. There aren't many of them out there. I would say that even if you find them on a secondary market and have to pay an extra dollar to get them, which it won't be just one extra dollar.
I was going to say,
get your hands on it. And I'll admit, I'm kind of a frugal guy. I mentioned this on the previous episode, but I would definitely pay the extra buck to get my hands on this. So it is an amazing whiskey product.
yeah, we may have to go hunting for that one.
Yeah.
We may have to go hunting for that. Well, cheers to our two different products this evening: the Rare Batch and the Star Hill.
Yep.
And cheers to you, Landon.
Yeah. Cheers to you guys.
We have not tasted this in a while. It's been a little while since we've done the Rare Batch, and what I love about the product that Bespoken Spirits did for us, the blend that they did for the foundation for the Rare Batch bottle.
It's like winter by the fireplace.
That's exactly right. So, so one of the things that we do a little bit of with our social media, Landon, is sometimes we'll pick, 5 or 6 of our bottles here, and we'll feature it as, these are bourbons or whiskeys that you should really drink in the fall months, or these are a couple that are really great for Christmas time. Like we have, the Midsummer's Night or Midwinter's Night Dram.
Right,
we've got that bottle, and we've got a couple of more of those oaky bottles that would fit the winter months, and this is one of them that I would consider a nice, up here at least in Chicago,
Yeah.
a very cold evening bourbon in the nice crisp of winter.
Smoke and stone fruit and baking spices. It's like fruit cake by the fire.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yep. And
no, I love it too, 100%.
And tell us the Star Hill, please, because we're going to live vicariously through you until we can find a bottle of it our own.
Yeah, well, I just want to, plus one on the comments around Rare Batch. I think the guys that have spoken who are just absolutely wonderful to work with, really leaned in to listen to us and really heard the story of Joubert Foundation and what we're doing there, and really came up with a perfect product and bourbon for us to really kind of raise awareness and raise money for the foundation, which is near and dear to our hearts. So really appreciate the efforts that they've done to support us. And but with that said, this have you guys ever had a just a true wheat whiskey?
We have, yes.
Yeah. So you'll know then that it's like really soft, man. It's soft and smooth. That's the first thing that strikes me when I've sampled this. And one of the cool things about this and being a part of the journey with the Maker's Mark team here is, 2 or 3 years ago, we met with Blake Layfield, who was at the time the master distiller, or maybe Rob was the master distiller at the time, but Blake was head of innovation. But he took us through all the different iterations behind the scenes that really led to this blend. And what an amazing journey it was. We're very fortunate to have done that. But this, to me, you smell it, you get a little bit of orange peel on the nose. But as I mentioned, when you, it's real creamy, it's smooth, like it's hard to really describe. Just like there's you don't get a bite, there's no hug there. You get a lot of caramel, you get a lot of honey, but that vanilla finish just kind of sticks with you and rides out, until the next sip. So I just absolutely love this. This is definitely in my top 5 favorite whiskey list.
We're gonna have to do something to find that somewhere up here. We're gonna have to go on the hunt.
I feel like that there are some whiskeys out there that really compare and could take the place of like a dessert wine, right? So instead of having your sweet after dinner dessert wine, that there are whiskeys and bourbons and ryes out there that they have They have that complexity of flavor, but also that sweet tooth satisfaction that really it should be sitting on the table right next to the creme brulee, right? And I love those. Those are kind of my favorites, as my diabetes will attest to.
Yeah, right.
So,
Yeah, I know. I think you nailed it. I mean, I this would complement creme brulee 100%, or just like almost like an aperitif, after dinner.
Yep.
Or just like sitting on the porch sipping on something. I mean, this is perfect for all occasions. There's no doubt about that. I'm looking forward to any of the future products that they've got in the store. I hope they bring Star Hill Farm back again for a 2027 release, hopefully in higher volumes. That would be great if we could all.
That would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Well, that is fantastic, and I do love the fact that you also used the hug there, because that was something that we learned when we were the good old Kentucky hug. And I also really, really like the way you say Louisville. So you've always said it that way.
You mean Louisville?
I have a T-shirt that has all that I bought in Louisville that has all the different iterations of the pronunciations, either the French one Louisville, or all the way down to Louisville, and you on the T-shirt it's got listed all on the front there. So you I love it. I love it.
It's a dead giveaway. We Kentuckians know when somebody's not from around here and they say Louisville or something.
That's right. When I come, when I come
Louisville.
down from the north here, and I'm like Louisville,
Right. Well, my dad was actually born in New York because my grandfather went to MIT.
Yeah.
But they very quickly moved to they lived in Nashville for a little bit, and then they moved to Louisville, and he basically grew up there. And he had that accent for most of his life.
Oh yeah.
And the story that he used to tell is that he was in high school, he was on the swim team, and so he would want to lose water weight as quickly as possible right before a meet. So he used to sit on his front porch eating an entire bowl of jalapeno peppers while the neighbors would walk back and forth and wonder if he's like a special child or something. And
That's right.
There's something going on with him because he's clearly lost his mind. And yeah. Because holding his hair and eating the jalapenos and going, yeah, it's good. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Landon
Excellent.
Borders, thank you for sharing time with us again on the OOPSISODE here on Beards, Books, and Bourbon. We appreciate you being with us. Would you like to say anything again about how people can find information on the Estate Whiskey Alliance, where you guys are on social media and all that good stuff?
Yeah, just, you can follow us on Instagram, X, LinkedIn, Facebook, look for Estate Whiskey, or you could visit our website. We definitely encourage you to do that at estatewhiskey.org. Both spellings of whiskey, by the way. So This is a Estate Whiskey certified product with no E, but we have Estate Whiskey products that are certified with the E. But both spellings will get you there. Both spellings are accepted in the United States. So come visit us or just reach out. Come find us, connect with me on social media, LinkedIn, and would love to hear your story.
Outstanding. We appreciate you being with us, taking time from your family tonight to be on Beards, Books, and Bourbon, both for the full episode and this evening's OOPSISODE. Check out the Estate Whiskey Alliance and Landon Borders, the director of the Alliance out of the University of Kentucky. And most importantly, check out all of their founding members, their Alliance members. Check out the amazing work and craftsmanship that is happening in the bourbon and whiskey industry out there.
And look for the Estate Whiskey Alliance logo when you go shopping.
That's right. And we will do the same as part of Beards, Books, and Bourbon, and we'll constantly try to find that certification from time to time and make sure that we amplify it on our end as well.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate you being with us. And most importantly, while Mark and I are on the hunt for the elusive Star Hill bottle that Landon is tasting,
right?
700 miles away from us.
Can we just steal it from his house?
Well, we might. I might just swing right back.
I'd love for you guys to come to the house.
They'll know me. I can walk in, I'll just grab the bottle, and I'll leave surreptitiously from the front. Right? But while we are on the hunt...
Make you wear a cloak and a mask like Phantom of the Opera?
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Absolutely. While we are on the hunt for the bottle, if you are not listening to Beards, Books, and Bourbon...
You're doing it wrong.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.